So I was out with my friend Eric from Eric's Excursions the other day. Go to Disney Springs and just hang out and make a video. And I wasn't personally making any of the video, but I'm looking at something here. There's a person walking out here, like in an area I don't think you normally walk in. That's a little weird, but nevertheless, okay, whatever. So we decided to go over there, and on our way into our Orlando, the Kissimmee area, we took a wrong exit. Well, a lot of things have changed over there, right? A lot of things have changed on the interstate, and so it gets really difficult to know if you're taking the right exit or not. Now, a good thing about Disney, the Disney area, is that everything kind of loops back together. Everything's tied in, okay? So if you take a wrong exit, you'll get to where you're going. You'll get to where you're going, okay? So when we were over there, Eric was saying, he goes, well, we took the wrong exit, but hey, look over there. There's a 7-Eleven that Adam the Woo, a YouTuber who has passed away, he's a YouTuber that a lot of people just absolutely loved. I loved him, and he was just great. His channel's still up and everything, but Eric was like, that's the 7-Eleven that Adam the Woo used to stop at and get his caffeinated beverage, as he would put it. And he said there's a walking path behind there, and he would start off a lot of his videos over there. You want to go see it? I said, yeah, why not, right? Why not? So we did. We stopped at that 7-Eleven. I said, that's pretty cool. It's like an Art Deco style 7-Eleven, but it's just cool seeing the place where Adam the Woo started videos, a lot of his videos, his intros. And then we went to the walking path behind it. And as we were walking along and just kind of taking it in, going, this is where he used to do, because he's kind of a local celebrity, and in many ways he was a national, maybe an international celebrity on some level, right? He was very, very popular. I never got to meet him. Eric actually got to meet him once, but we walked that path, and so in the course of the conversation that Eric and I were having together on camera, Eric was telling his viewers, I didn't even know I was going to end up here today. I took a wrong turn. I took a wrong exit. And I made the comment that I said, well, oftentimes interruptions and wrong exits end up in favorable outcomes. And I said, that's really good. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't making that up for the camera, okay? And this is not a new thought in my mind. It's something I deliberated on for a number of years. And I'll tell you where I kind of get that from, even though the exact source is kind of hard to pin down. But yes, interruptions in your life and the wrong exits that you take can conclude in favorable outcomes. Now, they're wrong exits because we had something else in mind. We had a trajectory. We had someplace we wanted to be, someplace we wanted to go, with the expectation that we would perform certain functions, we would see certain things, right? It's all about our expectations. But nevertheless, we find out that we took the wrong exit. You know what the good thing about taking wrong exits is? Sometimes you see something new. Sometimes you find something that you've been looking for a long time. You take this exit, you go, wait a minute. You see something off the side of the road and go, I think I would like to go there. I've been looking for a place like this to take pictures. Or I see a store, a little market, and they might have this thing I've been thinking about for a long time, but they're only at places like this, or whatever the case might be. Or you might see a landmark that you go, I had no idea it was here. Yeah. That's what happens. I got to turn my phone off. Yeah, I got to mute this. And it's actually Eric. Lo and behold, speak of the devil. And so let me actually silence the phone so this doesn't happen again. All right. So anyway, yes, wrong exits can be a good thing. It can be a really good thing. It might start a whole new adventure for you. There are people in this world who deliberately get lost. They like getting lost. They like starting out at a point and blindly walking in a direction they've never walked before, with the expectation that they would get lost. And they do it because they're adventurous. They're excited to see what will crop up. I want to encourage that maybe you should consider doing that very thing. And maybe if you don't set out, like on a trip like that, I'm just saying that when life presents wrong exits, instead of being down the mouth about it and going, oh man, I didn't intend for this to happen. I didn't intend for this to go down the way it did. I wasn't trying for this. I was going for this over here, but I got this other thing. And I don't think I like it because this is not what I had in mind. Keep in mind that maybe it's happening for a reason and something really good might come out of it. Now, interruptions. I did mention that. Interruptions. We don't like interruptions. We don't like things getting in our way. Interruptions are different than wrong exits, by the way. Wrong exits are it's not necessarily in our way. It's just another way, right? But interruptions are when, you're just trying to do your thing, right? You're just trying to do your thing. And lo and behold, somebody or something steps right in front of you and says, hey, listen, I want your attention right now. I need your attention. And I'm going to get it. It might cost you, but I'm going to get it. And this has to be dealt with right now. Or I need to be entertained by you, right? We know those kind of people. We know those things that happen. And they just go down in all sorts of ways. But I used to be really annoyed by interruptions. I used to, I'm no different than anybody else. I was like doing my own thing, marching to the beat of my own drum. But you know what changed my mind about that years ago? Don't get me wrong. I still want to do my own thing and I don't want to be interrupted. But I changed the way I think about it because I heard a preacher talk about this very thing. And I don't know who it was exactly. I don't know if it was on the radio or if I heard them in person. And he made the point that if you look at Jesus' ministry in the New Testament, almost every memorable occasion that occurred and almost every miracle that took place because of an interruption. The noteworthy things in life, the miraculous things that are just waiting for you, the things that will go down in memory and time immemorial in your life, and maybe events that you could pass on down verbally from person to person, friend to friend, child to child. Those things usually happen because it started as an interruption. And here's why I think interruptions are allowed to occur. And I think it's because God knows that if we had our unmitigated way with everything and got everything we wanted and expected in the time and in the manner in which we set out to accomplish these things, we'd be very unhappy. We'd be missing out on an enormous amount of wonderful things. And so God allows for people, things, events to unfold, to step in our way, to grab our attention, to demand a response from us. We don't like it at the time, but I want to tell you, it's probably wise to take those things in step and be patient and ask yourself, okay, something's in my way. What am I supposed to be doing here right now? What is in this for me? What is in this for the person that or the thing I'm dealing with? What is in it for this? There's something good that can come of all of this. That's what you need to tell yourself or ask yourself. And I would venture to say that in almost every case, you're going to find out that it concluded in a favorable way. That's not the word I wanted to use. How did I put that at the beginning? Interruptions and wrong exits oftentimes result in favorable conclusions. I don't know. I don't think that's what I said, but let's just end it there with that. Would you agree? Would you disagree? How has this unfolded in your life in a way that you could measure, in a way that you can remember and repeat? You know, and this is just something I've learned in life, and I wanted to pass it on to you, and I hope that it's meant something. Anyway, all right, guys, leave your comments down below. I have so many gnats flying around my earlobes, the rim of my ear, and it's just like driving me crazy. They're interrupting me. I know. What am I supposed to be getting out of that? I have no idea. It's probably better for the ants and the gnats than it is for me. I can tell you that. But listen, I can't say that you can apply that to everything. Last time I made a video out here, I was walking along at the very end of the video. Something bit the side of my knee, and I looked down as a horsefly, and that thing bothered me for weeks. And I found out that horseflies are attracted to dark colors. And I was wearing, I think, black shorts or something at that time, which is, I guess, probably why it did what it did. But okay. All right, guys. That's the end of this video. I'm thinking about walking into that trail right there to get back to my car. I've never been there. I've never been in there. I don't know what's in there. Maybe a grizzly bear. What do you think? There's no grizzly bears down here. There are black bears. I've never seen one, but they have been spotted in Lakeland before. I don't know what's in there. Hopefully not a serial killer. That's a good possibility in Florida. We've had a number of them. Do you remember? Okay, maybe that'll be the next video. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. In the meantime, be wise.